Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your girl, Drink a Shine here, and welcome to our very first live episode of Life with Shine. Okay, I'm pretty excited to be introducing you guys to uh, just my new podcast. This is my new podcast. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful ride, a wonderful experience. And, my goal here is to take you guys along on the journey of life, of course, from a spiritual and entrepreneur perspective into share my experiences, have a place where I can really, give insight, provide guidance, host other guests, and really just connect more deeply with you all. So I'm pretty excited about this because we are currently literally navigating the end of currently 2023. So we're coming into a new fiscal year of 2024. However, we all know that the true new year actually starts in spring. But for the time that's present and current right now is winter. And during winter time is the actual ideal time to uh, really just rest and what they would call hibernate, or even just take time to reflect, review, um really harvest, really reap harvest, because to me this is really the time when you're really putting things in action, right? You're putting your plans, you're creating plans, you're putting your seeds in the ground, you're really, just creating those ideas. You're nurturing or just planting those proper seeds through your planning. Okay. So currently right now, you know, my clients and I we're working together to plan for what's to come, plan for the next fiscal year so that we can already know what we're going into 2024 to do. We're already prepared. We're already preparing ourselves for the growth that we're looking to have. Okay, so even with me introducing this podcast, this new journey that I'm starting with you all, this new element and aspect of myself, really, really diving deep into using my voice, expressing myself through my voice, and, really exploring this means of creativity. Now, hopefully, this will inspire others, you all, to really take those steps, those necessary steps towards your own dreams, towards your own goals. Because to be honest with you guys, if we're being quite honest, this is something that I have seen for myself for quite some time, for actually several years now. Okay. And I would just say trust yourself, because you will always know when it's time to do something, when it's time for you to step up into a certain role or a certain identity, because you would already be prepared. You will already feel like it would happen effortlessly. Okay, so this is the kind of distinction that I can make along my spiritual and entrepreneurial journey, and just in life in general, is that the experiences that we actually go through are always preparing us for the person we are to become, right? They are preparing us and aligning us for who we are meant to be, for what we are capable of. And it's almost so, really, if I think about it, so surreal how, you know, God just knows the experiences, or the universe, just knows the experiences, or the people, places, and things that we must encounter in order to come into that fullness, in order to come into that physical manifestation of it. So I say that to say that, trust whatever season in your journey that you're in, because it's all preparing you for what's to come. And, how this all came about for me, even, is that, I'm actually doing things right now that just feels effortless. There's no force, there's no resistance. It just feels right. It just feels right. And it's all just falling into place. And that's how you know. Okay. So as we're sharing about the time of the year that it is currently winter, this is about understanding the seasons of life, right? Understanding what season you're in, understanding the shifts and the transitions you are being called to, the changes you must make, the things you must, you know, either let go of or step more into. It's just about really you having that self awareness to understand what time you are in, and knowing that your time is unique to you and your journey and who you are and what needs to take place. So it's just important not to get caught up in comparing yourself to someone else's journey and making it mean anything about your own, because your journey is unique to you and who you are. It's very unique to you and who you are. Just that simple, you know? And I say that with love. I say that with compassion. I say that with understanding, right? Because sometimes we can have an idea of where we think we should be at a certain time, but when we actually surrender to the greater all, when we surrender our will to God and we allow God to navigate us, because I'm telling you, it's just a very sweet spot to be in. When you find that sweet spot where it's like, you know, you can just rest in knowing that God is in control. God is your provider, and that you're getting guided and you're getting all the answers and you get everything that you need. Every single moment to moment is taken care of. You are provided for every single moment. So why worry? Why doubt? Why have fear when you can rest in that knowing, right? That's the sweet spot. Resting in that knowing that everything is going according to God's plan. It's going according to the plan that's over your life. Okay? And according to the things that you need to learn, the lessons you need to learn, the things that you need to know to become more and more of your true authentic self, to step more into your true identity. So before I move forward, my goal here is to really just give you guys a idea of what you can expect here. So I did not record this live, my intro into Life with Shine, but I did record it on my phone audio. So I wanted to play that a little bit here because I want you guys to get an idea of what what's to come. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play that, and then we're going to listen in for the viewers. And let's see. I'm still standing on business. Okay. So this is going to be the title of this particular podcast episode because, as I am creating this new level, it does require me to step into a newness. And so one of the things that I've realized about myself is that I'm very, very, very business oriented, business focused, right? I've been an entrepreneur since a very young age. I have always, just had an entrepreneur mindset. But the more I go on my journey, I realize what entrepreneurship is all about, what business is all about, and it's multi-dimensional. And so I can't negate the truth behind building wealth, right? I can't negate what lies deeply embedded within me that wants to come forth. And so my vision is that through me speaking and through this podcast, that I will be able to unfold that vision, layer for layer, and to reveal these different aspects of business and these different aspects of being, okay? The multidimensional aspects that wants to come through and express through my voice, through my words, through my communication. And so this podcast is really titled Life with Shine. Life with Shine. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, think about it. How does that sit and land for you as a listener, as someone who is receiving this information, as someone who will go on the journey of speaking and listening and communicating through your words? Life with Shine. You see how that lands? I mean, this really, really, really is going to be a journey of what life will be like and how life will unfold as someone who is on the path of illumination, as someone who is on the path of enlightenment, as someone who is on the path of ascension, right? As someone who is on the path of growth. So, this is a new era, a new time, and a new experience and a new journey. And I'm just grateful to have everyone come along as I share the experiences and share the platform and share, just to be able to bring the essence of what it's like to live life with Shine. And, I realize that I often am solution
oriented, and I always focus on the solution, which is why I'm actually able to grow and evolve at such a rapid rate. And so by me being so focused and so, I would say, still and neutral enough to see things from many angles, from many perspectives, right? To be able to see the many layers of things, and to see, in such a way that is so open beyond my own, and to see how life unfolds through that perspective. Because to me, when I'm bringing certain solutions, even through my offers, ways that I know that can help people, I understand that there is a process. And because of that, I can trust other people's process and other people's time that's needed for them to correct themselves. And even the time that they need to see the value in the solution and in my offers, right? In the solutions that I can bring forth. There will be certain people who get it right away, instantaneously. And then there are going to be others who they need more time. And whatever timing they need, I'm okay with that. And the reason why I can hold space for that is because I understand and trust my own journey and my own process. Right? So there's a level of reciprocation here. Because I've spent quite enough time, and still will, to understand my needs. And, even in relationships and dynamics, reciprocation is very important. Being able to reciprocate the energy is important, right? And to be able to reflect to one another what is possible, what can be done, and be able to see things in a new way. See, when you keep an open mind, you are able to see things in a new way. And it's continuous. And that's how you build the emotional and mental capacity to be able to receive more information. Right? You'll be able to expand and stretch beyond where you currently are. And so, business to me is at the forefront of really everything that I do. Even in my interactions with others. It's all business. And when I say business, it's in the essence that we are all individuals. And so because of our individuality, we are learning how to navigate and coexist in these dynamics with others. So it's like an exchange. And we all know the basis of business is exchange. It's an energy exchange. And it's not about seeing it in a way of being transactional. No. But you do have to really be in proper perspective and keep things that is in a way where you're able to maintain your core essence, your truth, what you stand for, your values, your character, right? And being able to improve in those things. and be able to, be firm and unwavering in your truth and who you are, and the fact that, I can hear a person's perspective. I can understand another person, but that doesn't mean that I have to be wavering because I have this openness. So there is a skill to it. There is a level of maturity to it. That you really just have to, build yourself up to. And so standing on business to me, it's important to have business meetings with people that you love and care about, especially those that you are in close, intimate connections or relationships with. To me, it's a must. I mean, if you want to be able to co-create and coexist with another and relate to another, you need to be able to check in with each other. How are you feeling? How are things going? How are they experiencing you? Right? I mean, there's level. I mean, if you're able to open yourself up to hear how someone else is experiencing you, and then be able to take constructive criticism and see it as a good thing, right? And see it as, ways that you can improve your character in ways that feels true to you. Not because that's something that they feel is, that they need, but in a way like, what can you extract from what's being said that really resonates with your core, that really resonates with your truth? And then, that takes a level of discernment because, sometimes you have to see where people are projecting and also where you are projecting. So this is really all about understanding yourself through the process of introspection, going within, doing the inner work, which is really a lot of my focus. I'm an inner worker, you know. I literally love the inner work because that's where we really are creating from, within. And so, if I can, at the very least, guide someone back to their truth, guide someone back to their inner self, their inner being, then I feel good in that. I feel like, just me being able to lead someone back to themselves, that's satisfying, you know, back to their truth. So, this is the intro. This is my introduction to my podcast, Life Would Shine. And I am looking forward to the journey. This is something that has been in the works for quite a while, for many years. And I'm just grateful to now be at the point where I'm ready to really now put it into action and to take those steps to make it real. And I'm so excited because this is the time where it's needed. So definitely tune in for what's to come because I plan to have, it's just some amazing content that is fruitful, that is soulful, right? Because I care about my soul, right? I really care about my soul. And, I'm not making that anyone else's um, job to care as much as I care, right? Because my soul is very much a big deal. And so, you know, all I can really do is just lead by example. And so, you know, my soul and speaking from my soul and speaking from my heart and being connected to my heart. And, you know, that's really something that I value in the messages and the information that I bring, you know, speaking from what's true to me, speaking what's truth, speaking the truth, right? And being authentic, being honest, being real, being raw, being vulnerable, being transparent, right? And really just, you know, from a non-judgmental place, because, you know, these conversations sometimes can be very tender. Sometimes they can be very, you know, I would say edgy or out of the box for you, or, you know, sometimes they can be a little, you know, just racy or whatever, you know, like, but I feel like this is a way for really people to get to know more about who I am, and also be able to, you know, kind of express myself in different ways and share more of my journey through life in a way that can really, really inspire others, right? So that's really my mission, my goal is to inspire others and lead others back to their truth and themselves. And, you know, at the core of me, I am very much a godly woman. You know, I work for God. I'm Christ centered. I don't really get into all the many labels and things, but I can be descriptive and where I'm coming from for those who, you know, want to know. But, you know, I'm very much, you know, in my fullness, in my truth, and in my power. And I just look forward to seeing what unfolds from here. And I'm grateful even for the connections and that I'm calling in, and the people that I will be, you know, able to meet and connect with and share this platform with, and also help transform lives. So, welcome, 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 welcome to Life with Shine. We're so glad to have you a part of our community. Peace, love, and blessings. Until our next episode.
Well, guys, that concludes our first episode here. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's very beautiful speaking with you all. And I just want to say, stay shining. Till next time.